The Texas Department of Transportation Houston District would like to welcome you to this virtual public meeting with an in-person open house. This presentation will provide information on the Farm to Market 1485 Access Management Study from State Highway 242 to State Loop 494. This is a pre-recorded presentation. The in-person open house will take place from 5 to 7 p.m. at New Caney Elementary School in the gymnasium on Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. The public may come and go at their convenience, and TxDOT staff will be there to answer your questions. The purpose of this public meeting is to solicit input on the Access Management Study and offers an opportunity for the project team to address any questions or concerns from the public. The Texas Department of Transportation commits to purposefully involving the public in planning and project implementation by providing early, continuous, transparent, and effective access to information and decision-making processes. TxDOT would like to thank you for your participation in this public meeting. During the virtual presentation, you may pause the video and navigate forward or backward using your video player. Local and regional communities in the study area are experiencing increasing residential and commercial development. This access management study will identify and propose short, mid, and long-range transportation improvements along the FM 1485 corridor to enhance safety, improve mobility, reduce crash rates, adjacent property access, and implement appropriate multimodal improvements. In addition, the study will have an open public outreach process and stakeholder involvement in order to provide practical solutions. This project is anticipated to receive federal funds. With the federal component, TxDOT is required to assess the potential environmental effects of the proposed project in accordance with federal standards. The process that is followed is called the National Environmental Policy Act process, otherwise known as NEPA. The NEPA process provides analyses of the potential impacts to the natural and man-made environment and helps the decision maker to make an informed decision on whether or not to proceed with the project. On December 9, 2019, TxDOT received a signed Memorandum of Understanding from the Federal Highway Administration that permits TxDOT to assume responsibility for reviewing and approving certain assigned NEPA projects. This review and approval process applies to this project. Currently, we are proposing short, mid-term, and long-term strategies and solutions based on our extensive analysis of the existing conditions on the FM 1485 corridor and our review of comments received from the public and various stakeholders. The final study report will be completed by January of 2024. This map shows the crash hotspots along the study corridor. The map legend details the range of crash density, with red being highest and green being lowest. The crash hotspots are located at the segment near IH-69 in State Loop 494. From 2017 to 2021, there were 504 crashes on the study corridor. That is, one crash taking place on the corridor almost every 3 days. Between 2017 and 2021, there were 3 fatal crashes. 2 of them are pedestrian involved. There are 2 bike-involved crashes and 6 school bus-related crashes. The total crashes gradually decreased from 2017 to 2020, but significantly jumped to 124 in 2021. Along the FM 1485 corridor, there is a surfacing roadway project. Within the study corridor from State Highway 242 to State Loop 494, there are 3 ongoing, planned, and under development projects including LED flashing chevrons installation on the curve east of Fire Tower Road, widening from 2 lanes to 4 lanes from State Highway 242 to Kidd Cemetery Road, and raised medians installation from Kidd Cemetery Road to State Loop 494, respectively. On the west of the study corridor, there is an ongoing widening project on State Highway 242 from Needham to IH-69 and an under development project of hazard elimination and safety from FM 1314 to FM 1485. On the east of the study corridor, there is an ongoing project of advanced traffic management system on IH-69 and another 3 projects of bridge replacement, surfacing roadway, and highway improvement on State Loop 494. This map shows the locations of the proposed short-term and mid-term intersection improvements. Improvements include turn lanes, which are represented in yellow. These are currently proposed for FM 1485 at the following locations: State Highway 242, South Rayburn, Fire Tower Road, Oak Grove Drive, Lost Lake Drive, Dry Creek Road, Azalea Lane, Gene Campbell Boulevard, Mexican John Road, I-869, and at State Loop 494. Lighting improvements, which are represented in purple, are proposed to be added on FM 1485 at the following locations: Fire Tower Road, Pine Brook Drive, Kid Cemetery Road, and Lawsuit Lane. Reconfiguration of the intersection, which may include geometric and traffic control modifications, are represented in green. These improvements are currently proposed for FM 1485 at the following locations: Azalea Lane, Gene Campbell Boulevard, Lawsuit Lane, and Vic Drive. New signal warrant study improvements, represented in orange, are currently proposed to be introduced on FM 1485 at South Rayburn Drive, Gene Campbell, and Oak Grove Drive. Short-term improvements are high-impact roadway treatments that enhance safety and mobility along a corridor, typically in a short time frame and at a lower cost. There are currently 6 short-term improvements that are proposed for the FM 1485 corridor. These include the installation of raised medians from Kid Cemetery Road to State Loop 494, addition of turn lanes at selected intersections, optimization of signal timing, new signal at Gene Campbell Boulevard, addition of street lighting at selected intersections, and refining pavement markings at selected intersections. Midterm improvements are roadway modifications and treatments that build on the foundation laid in short-term improvements. However, these improvements are directed towards addressing issues that require more longer-term solutions. The proposed midterm solutions at selected intersections include conducting new traffic warrant studies, adding or extending left turn lanes, adding exclusive right turn lanes, geometric reconfiguration of intersections with sufficient truck and school bus turning radii, adding street lighting, and adding advance warning signs. The proposed midterm improvements that may be introduced corridor-wide are to widen 10 feet shared use path for bicyclists and pedestrians from Kid Cemetery Road to State Loop 494. Traffic warrant studies are required to determine if an intersection has the required traffic for a signal. Long-term improvements are corridor-wide improvements. These include roadway modifications and treatments that address fundamental issues throughout the corridor and carry long-term impacts. These improvements typically have a long-range timeline of approximately 10 years before they are introduced and may carry higher costs versus the short and midterm improvements. The long-term improvements for the FM 1485 corridor include the widening of the corridor to 4 lanes, with 32 feet median and exclusive left and right turn lanes, the installation of raised medians, installation of 10 feet shared use side path for bikes and pedestrians, new signal warrant studies at selected intersections, recommend driveway consolidation, installation of continuous green T, CGT, for uninterrupted through traffic, and an innovative intersection study at IH-69 frontage roads. The total cost estimates for the implementation of the short, mid, and long-term improvements are shown in this chart. Overall, the total cost of the short-term improvements is estimated to be at $3.35 million. The estimated cost for the midterm improvements is at $3.58 million, and the estimated cost for the implementation of the long-term improvements is at $67.65 million. TxDOT encourages you to review the materials posted on the public meeting webpage and to provide written comments. You may submit written comments online by using a digital comment form found on the project webpage. The digital comment form may also be accessed by scanning the QR code link shown on this slide. You may also submit written comments using the comment card found on the project's webpage in the download section. The comment card can be emailed to houpio@txdot.gov or mailed to the Public Information Office at the TxDOT Houston District. Comments must be submitted online, by email, or mailed and postmarked by Tuesday, December 5th, 2023, to be included in the official public meeting documentation. Responses to comments received during the comment period will be included in the public meeting documentation that will be posted on the project webpage when complete. The project webpage is www.txdot.gov/projects/hearings-meetings.html. November 7th, 2000 was the last deathless day on roadways in Texas. That means for nearly 23 years, at least one person has died every single day. We all have a part to play to change that. This message is that reminder, to end the streak of deaths on Texas highways. We need drivers and passengers to act more responsibly and help us reach our goal of 0 deaths by 2050. Texans can play a major role in ending fatal crashes with a few simple driving habits. Wear seatbelts, drive the speed limit, put away the phone and other distractions, and never drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. So please do your part and share this message with your friends and family. Thank you for your participation in this public meeting. Please remember to submit your comments no later than Tuesday, December 5th, 2023, to be included in the official public meeting documentation.